Do you want to break through your resistances and limiting beliefs around healing? Then this is the video for you. Good morning, it's Lisa with Lisa Heal Yourself. And if you're interested in this video, then please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more videos like this. So when it comes to healing, you have a desire to heal. You want to heal. You're trying to heal. You're trying to manifest it. You're praying for it, right? You are doing different things, trying different protocols. If it is your desire, your heart's true desire to heal yourself from a chronic illness, a chronic condition, chronic pain, mental or emotional conditions, and you think you are doing everything you can. Maybe you are praying harder than you've ever prayed, or maybe you're going all in on a protocol and doing everything you possibly can. Or maybe you're meditating all day, every day, or you're using the power of manifestation or the law of assumption, or whatever it is you're doing, you're going all in on it. And if you haven't seen yesterday's video on the actual way to manifest miracles, then please go watch that right now, because that is going to explain, and it's the foundation of today's video. But if you have a heart's desire and you're going all in on this desire, then you have something standing in your way. You have resistance in the form of an excuse or a limiting belief that is literally standing in your way of achieving what it is that you want, which is being healed. Because if you eliminate all of these resistances, all of these limiting beliefs, then the byproduct is that you will take the aligned action necessary to reach your goal. It will happen. It will be attracted to you. You will manifest it. You will get your miracle, right? You will receive your miracle, however you want to say it. You will achieve your goals. It will come to you. So if you have eliminated all of your excuses, all of your resistances, and all of your limiting beliefs, then you will achieve the outcome of your desire. So today we're going to look into a couple of the top excuses, resistance patterns, and limiting beliefs that are stopping you from healing, that I used to have, and that I see most people suffering with chronic illness have. The first limiting belief or resistance pattern is the belief that I have tried everything. I've done everything. So if this resonates with you, just give me a thumbs up right here, right now, because I am going to explain this to you so you can fully understand why, if you are the person who continues to say, I've done everything, I've tried everything, why this could be your limiting belief and your resistance that unlocks the key to your healing. So first, just by nature, we know that there is an unlimited amount of options, timelines, choices, decisions, all of it. They are unlimited. They are more than we can ever think of or do or know. This universe holds infinite amount of possibilities. So if you find yourself saying, I have tried everything, and actually believing that, the first thing to know is that it's simply not true. You have done a lot of things. You've taken a lot of action toward healing. You've done a lot of things, but you haven't even reached anywhere close to the infinite number of possibilities available to you. The problem with believing that you have tried everything, and why this is so dangerous for somebody with chronic illness, is because saying that and believing that literally tells the brain to stop thinking of other possibilities, to stop looking, to stop trying, to stop expanding, to stop growing, to stop moving toward. And healing is growth. Healing is expansion. Healing is forward movement. If your brain has convinced itself that you have tried everything, it will stop trying as a way to protect you from feeling disappointed, let down, like a failure, feeling the sadness and the pain and the sorrow and all the emotions that come along with trying something and failing or having that not be the thing. If you convince yourself that you have tried everything, it is because you are trying to protect yourself against loss, against the feelings of hopelessness, against the feelings of despair, against the feelings of failure, against the feelings of disappointment, against the feelings of abandonment, against the feelings of confusion, against the feelings of grief. So if you have convinced yourself that you have tried everything, then I want to put forward a theory that your brain is trying to protect you from these deep, deep emotions that you don't want to feel. And this is extremely dangerous to you because feeling those feelings is going to have to happen in order for you to continue to make forward progress and to try, fail, try again, fail, move forward, expand, and ultimately find the answer to heal. But if you have tried and failed enough times, the brain says, I can't go through this again. I can't go through this feeling of hopelessness again. I can't go through these feelings of disappointment. I can't have my hope elevated and then crushed. I cannot feel those feelings of rejection or failure or heartbreak or grief or despair anymore. And so rather than allow yourself to continue to feel those emotions, which will pass, because emotions always pass. They're not tangible, they're not concrete, and they don't stay. We wall ourselves off from feeling those things. The subconscious mind pushes all of that down and convinces you that you've tried everything. I've tried everything. The reason why the mind convinces you of this is because it doesn't want to feel those emotions another time. Because it protects you from feeling those deep emotional feelings that you just don't think you can feel again. But the danger is that it cuts you off from trying again. It cuts you off from expanding and growing and moving forward. It cuts you off from the possibility of healing because you allow yourself to believe a falsehood, something that is not true. Because by the very nature itself of infinite possibilities, you have not tried everything. You have probably not even tried 1/1,000,000th of the possibilities. So your brain, as the great protector to your survival, convinces you that you have tried everything. So when we hold a belief, we take this on as a belief system. You start to find yourself believing that you have actually tried everything. And so when something new comes up, if it has any similarities, or if you've done even a little bit of it, or tried it once or a day, or you've read about it, or you've learned about it, anything, if you have done anything, your brain convinces you automatically, I've tried that, that doesn't work. Your brain is protecting you from feeling that extreme grief and disappointment of it not working out. That is all that's happening. But when you take it on as a belief system and you truly believe it, you are cutting yourself off from the possibility of healing. You are absolutely making sure that you cannot and will not heal. So this is what they call a limiting belief. You have a resistance to healing. And you might say, but I don't have a resistance to healing. I want to heal more than anything in the world. But yet you have a pattern, you have a resistance to doing something that's going to be the thing that heals you, because you have a belief in process that says, I've done everything, I've tried everything. Therefore, when something comes along your path, when you come up against a great teacher, when the protocol is sitting in front of you, you don't take it, you don't do it, because you've already convinced yourself with this limiting belief that you now believe that you've already done and tried it. And so this is the resistance that is getting in the way, because if you didn't have a resistance to healing, and you didn't hold this limiting belief, then when the thing came along, you would just try it. And if it didn't work, it wouldn't bother you. You would just continue to try until you found the thing that worked, because there is an answer and you will find it if you just keep going. Maybe your resistance is, to this thought itself, to the thought that I'm proposing here itself, that the statement, I've done everything, I've tried everything, is the resistance that's keeping you from healing. Maybe you're resisting believing that. Maybe you're resisting even opening up to that idea, or believing that this limiting belief alone, that shattering this limiting belief could be the thing that heals you. Maybe you have a resistance to hear what I'm saying, to really believe it and allow that to move you towards healing. So it could be anything. You could be resisting a protocol. You could be resisting moving forward. You could be resisting having another thought or another belief system or something that serves you better. But if you're not healing, you have a resistance to healing. What is that resistance? What thoughts are you thinking? What beliefs are you holding? What is getting in the way of you just taking the action necessary to heal? Because a lot of these resistances are coming from the mind. They're coming from our beliefs, right? Take the story, the parable of the baby elephants that they take when they're babies and they chain them to trees. These babies are not strong enough. They try to get away. They try to break free, but they're not strong enough. And the chains hold them to the trees. But a year later, when they grow, when they're full grown, they could easily break free of the chains. They could easily pull the tree over. They could easily free themselves. But by this point, their brain has convinced them that they've tried everything, that they've done everything, and freedom isn't possible. And so they sit and they don't even try anymore to break free of the chains. And they are stuck there. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? Because their mind has tricked them as a way to protect them from that disappointment of continuing to try over and over when they were young and not be able to break free. They give up. Their spirit is broken, and therefore they don't try anymore. And they never realize the freedom that is sitting right there in front of them. Or maybe you're praying for your miracle day in and day out, and you believe in God, you believe in Jesus, you believe in whatever you believe, that if somebody is going to come and save you, but that you don't have to do anything, you don't have to take any action, that you can sit there and believe all day long that you've already tried everything, that the only thing left for you is prayer. So you pray. So maybe we think about the parable of the person on top of the roof of a house in a flood, all the water rushing by them. And they pray, dear God, save me, save me. And a boat comes by. And they say, come on, get in the boat. And the person says, no, I'm praying to God. God is going to save me. Sends a bigger boat later, a few hours later. And they say, come on board. And the person says, no, I'm praying to God. God will save me. They're getting up. The water is rising. It's getting up to their chest and up to their neck. And they're on their last breath. And a helicopter comes by and sends down a rope and says, grab on. And they say, no, God is going to save me. I'm praying. And they continue to believe and have faith and pray. But God doesn't save them. When they die, they go to heaven and they say, God, why didn't you save me? I believed. I did everything right. And God says, I sent you a boat. I sent you an ocean liner. And I sent you a helicopter. But you didn't see it. But you didn't save yourself. So when you believe, when you allow your brain to convince yourself that you've tried everything, you're not taking the rowboat. You're not taking the ocean liner. and you're not taking the helicopter because you think you've already tried everything. You think it's not going to work. You allow yourself to hold the limiting belief in place that you've done and tried everything. So what about breaking that belief? What if you challenge that belief and you make a decision that you are no longer going to hold that belief? Then what possibilities would open up to you if you didn't believe that? If you knew that you were going to possibly try something and fail, or feel disappointment, or feel heartbreak, and you could be okay with that, what possibilities could open up for you? If somebody mentions a protocol, or a diet, or you're praying, and then you come across a YouTube video, or somebody who's giving you an answer, and you don't allow yourself to have the limiting belief that I've already tried everything and done everything, what possibility would open up to you if you took the help that God was sending to you? If you were the baby elephant and you decided to try again, if you let go of the resistance, that limiting belief, it would free you from part of your resistance to healing. And if you had no resistance to healing, if you had no resistance to feeling deep disappointment, if you had no resistance to feeling crushed or hopeless or disappointed when something didn't work, if you had no resistance to feeling like a failure, if you had no resistance to feeling unsafe, right? If you didn't allow yourself to believe these limiting beliefs, like I've done everything, I've tried everything, or I'm too old, or it costs too much money, or my situation is too bad, or I have these bad genes, or I have these lifestyle factors, or I have these limitations of some sort. If you let go of the story, if you dropped the story, if you dropped your resistance, if you changed your limiting beliefs, possibilities would open to you. Expansion would open to you. The opportunity for growth and forward movement and momentum would open to you. Manifestation, manifesting your desires, or praying to receive your miracle, doesn't happen by wanting and waiting. Okay, and if you haven't seen some of my videos on this, go watch them. Miracles, manifesting, creating your desire means action. You must take action. You must change. And the only thing that is causing you not to change, the only thing that's causing and stopping you from taking action is limiting beliefs, is resistance, is a fear of feeling emotions that you don't want to feel anymore. And so if you want change to happen in your life, healing is change. Healing takes massive change. Then you must change on the inside by breaking through your resistance patterns, by changing and challenging your limiting beliefs, by saying and deciding, I am going to be somebody who no longer holds the belief that I have done and tried everything. I am going to choose to believe that there are infinite possibilities left for me to try, that there are so many things that I have yet to try, and many of them can work. So whatever your limiting belief is, choose to believe the opposite. Choose to believe something else that serves you, that moves you towards growth and change and expansion. Become the type of person who doesn't let that belief limit them anymore. Hear me when I say these beliefs, these resistances to feelings and emotions are causing you to not heal. They are blocking the healing that you want. They are blocking your desire, your heartfelt desire, from coming to you. Essentially, you are blocking yourself like the elephant who's chained to the tree, who doesn't even try anymore. Like the person who's stranded in a flood on a rooftop, who doesn't grab the rope sent down to them by the helicopter. You are blocking your own healing by what you choose to believe and the resistance patterns that you hold in your life to protect yourself against unwanted feelings and emotions of failure and disappointment and regret and hopelessness and grief and heartbreak. And you don't need to. You don't have to have these beliefs. You can stop resisting the emotions, the feelings. You can allow yourself to sit with them. You can allow them to be there and choose to believe something different. Choose to believe that those emotions are going to propel you toward the thing that is going to work. You can choose to believe in abundance. You can choose to believe that there are limitless opportunities available for you to heal and that many of them will work. You can choose to have faith. This is what it means to have faith. This is the kind of faith that God requires you to have for you to receive your miracle. You must stand in faith, think in faith, move in faith, walk in faith, talk in faith. You must believe. You must choose to have faith, to let go of your resistance and your fears and the patterns that are keeping you stuck and safe in your life. And you must hold on to faith as you continue to move forward, to grow, to expand, and to go towards what it is that you want. You do this with faith, in faith, through faith. You allow God to move through you. And you hold the faith that your miracle can manifest in your life, that you are worthy, that you are capable, that you are strong enough, that you are brave enough, that you are courageous enough, that you are worth it, that you can have and do and be anything. When you choose to hold these beliefs and let go of the limiting beliefs that are keeping you stuck and sick, the byproduct of that is that you actually just start to move towards what it is that you want naturally. You begin to take the steps and actions that will heal. You start to do things, mind, body, heart, and soul, to get into deep alignment that you can and will heal. And you start to make forward movement, forward progression, forward momentum towards your ultimate goal of healing. And my phone just died. So I hope that you've enjoyed today's video. And if you received value from it, please hit the like button so I know that you are liking these videos. Please consider subscribing for more videos like this. And if you liked this video, please go watch this one. It's yesterday's video. And it is the video that inspired this video. It's a video I really think that you're going to like. And if you want to learn how to work with me, check the links below. You can work with me or take my program. I am sending you all my love, and I will see you in the next video.